Hi, I'm Lou from A Teaspoon of Delight, and today we're making a mousse au chocolat, but vegan. To me, chocolate mousse has always been the most comforting dessert of winter. It just reminds me of those chill moments under a plaid with a hot cup of chocolate. It's really easy to make and it doesn't require an oven. There are a lot of reasons to be vegan, but that's entirely personal to each of us. And I know how it can be difficult sometimes not to eat anything that comes from animals. That's why I wanted to share this recipe with you. While traditional chocolate mousse contains eggs and cream, in my recipe, those ingredients are easily replaceable. Here's what you will need to make my vegan mousse au chocolat for about 4 servings. 400 grams of chocolate, 60 grams of vegetable cream or milk, such as cocoa, nut or soy. I personally use cocoa cream because it's easy to find in my local shops and I like the light taste that it brings to the mousse. If you want to be a little bit extra, you can also add a bit of cinnamon, a bit of coffee or vanilla extract. I personally don't put any sugar in my mousse because I simply don't like it. But if you are used to sugar, I suggest you put 20 grams of it. If you are from the US, it's very likely that you're used to way more sugar than we are in Europe. In this case, you should put 50 grams of sugar. And the key ingredient that replaced the eggs, the chickpeas. You will need 90 grams of the chickpea water. You will find written on the jar the weight of it with and without the water, allowing you to know how much chickpeas you'll need in order to get the amount of water you want. First of all, melt the chocolate. You can of course use the microwave, but I personally prefer the bain-marie. While the chocolate is melting, add the cream in it. Once it's melted, let it cool. Meanwhile, drain the chickpeas in order to just keep the water. And then you'll beat it until stiff, as if it was egg whites. Don't worry, your mousse won't taste like chickpeas. Halfway through, put the sugar in it. Once your chickpeas water is stiff and looks like mine, you can progressively mix it with the chocolate. And now comes the most frustrating part. You have to let your mousse rest in the fridge for at least an hour. That's how it'll get the right texture. However, I suggest to let it come back to the ambient temperature before serving it. And here you are, eating a delicious mousse au chocolat. And with the chickpeas that you drained, you can make hummus. I'll put a link in the description for some recipes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. It is the best way to support your favorite creators. If you tried this recipe, I beg you to share the result on Instagram and don't forget to tag me. I'll leave you here and I'll see you in another video. Bye!